There you go, guys. I did it. I watched the movie, all 4 hours of it. I took one break. About 2 hours in, I took a break to go get food. Not because I was bored. I was never bored watching this movie. Not once, okay? I was just hungry. Your boy, he's trying to gain weight. You know, he's trying to be healthy. He's trying to gain weight. He's trying to eat a lot. Guys, I can't go 4 hours straight without food. I just can't. But that's not very important. We're here to talk about the movie. We're talking about the Zack Snyder Justice League movie. So, yeah. Listen, if you're a DC fan, if you like DC comics, if you like DC movies, here's my suggestion. Buckle the fuck up. Because this movie might just be the best 4 hours of your fucking life. I am telling you, man. Oh. So is it better than the Jaws we... Yes. I'm just gonna say it. Yes, it is better. It is 10 times better. It is 20 times better than that movie. It is, I can't even put a number. Let me put it this way. The fact that someone, right, know about this cut, the fact that someone saw this movie and then went ahead and made change and reshot stuff, right, and put out whatever the theatrical cut was, it felt like a crime, like someone should be in jail right now. That is how much better this movie is to the theatrical cut. There's no number. There's no number that I could think of that is gonna do this thing justice. This comparison. The only thing I can say right now, somebody should be in jail for putting out the Justice League movie, knowing that there's a much better version right there, right? Let me just say something real quick. Like the haters of Zack Snyder, man, like they're a fucking different breed. I can't take them anymore. Like the fact that these people, they can go on TikTok, they can go on YouTube and run their mouth. Like listen, if you watch the movie, you don't like it, you have your reason, it's fine. I'm not talking about you, obviously. I'm talking about those people who, whose complain and nitpick and, criticisms just felt so flat and stupid and ignorant. It's baffling, right? They complain about the aspect ratio. Why is it 4:3? Listen, films, they exist in different forms. Just because a movie is not in the standard widescreen format doesn't make it any less cinematic, I was talking to Jack last night. I said, man, if this movie comes back to theater, I'll be the first one in line. When this whole COVID, is over with, everybody's vaccinated, movie theater, going back to the movie theater is, normal again. And, Zack Snyder Justice League is back in theater, I'll be the first one in line. IMAX, 3D, all of it. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for everyone. I pay for my family, pay for my friends. We all gonna go as a group. We'll be the first one in line. Okay? This movie is one of the most cinematic thing that I've seen all year. And I watched it with that TV, right? I didn't watch it on a big screen. I watched that with a regular ass TV at the comfort of my own house. And it is one of the most cinematic experience I've had all year, right? So the complaint about the aspect ratio is really, really dumb. So if you're one of those people who's complaining about the aspect ratio, the 4:3, you really should stop right now. You sound really, really dumb. The movie is long. It is 4 hours long. And I'm going to be honest with you guys right here. Like I said, the movie was never boring to me, but it didn't need to be 4 hours, right? There's a whole lot of slow motion. There's a whole lot of build up, especially in the first act, that I feel like could have been cut down just a little bit. There are definitely stuff in the first act that could have been cut down, and in some parts it could drag on a little bit. But listen, we live in a world where Endgame is 3 hours long, and when you watch Endgame by itself, it doesn't make any sense. So you have to watch Infinity War and then Endgame, right? You see, Infinity War and Endgame, they go hands in hand, right? So you can't watch one movie without the other. So when you think about those two as one movie, that's way more than 4 hours, right? You have Martin Scorsese's, making movies that are way longer than 3 hours. You got the Hateful Eight, the director cut. How long was that, right? So the fact that we have people complaining about a 4 hours movie, a movie that they could watch at the comfort of their own home, right? They could take breaks, watch 2 hours of it, take a break, and then watch the other two. They don't even have to do it in the same day, right? You could watch the first half of the movie, take a break, and then finish it the next day. It's not going anywhere. You're not in a theater. You didn't pay for the ticket, right? You didn't have to finish the movie right there and then. You can just finish it whenever you want. You're at home, right? So why are we complaining about the length of the movie? Like, I'm so baffled. Like, I am baffled by all these complaints. It just so, like, if these haters, like, they just use their brain just a little bit. If they just use their brain how it was supposed to be used, right? Just think for a second before they open their fucking mouth, right? Like, all of their problems would have been fixed. All of these problems would have been fixed, my guy. So I'm just gonna stop talking about the haters for now. Like, all the stupid complaints that I'm seeing on online. It's just really dumb, and I just want to get that out of my system. Zack Snyder's Justice League is everything that I wanted this movie to be, and then some. The movie's big in scale. It is grand. It is epic. But there are also these characters, that you care a lot more about this time. And there's a lot of heart and story and just really beautiful moments, that belongs to the characters. Cyborg, he was basically a plot device in the theatrical cut, but here he really is the heart of the movie. He has one of the more emotional scenes in the movie, and his character arc was probably my favorite. Who would have thought? Like, I grew up, idolizing Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. I just watched a Justice League movie, and my favorite character is Cyborg. Who would have thought, right? The Flash basically was just a running joke, no pun intended, a running joke, and just a comic relief, and and nothing more in the theatrical cut, right? Here, it was funny characters, yes. He is a funny character, but he has way more purpose, way more stake. Like, the stake for his characters is way higher, and he actually has a reason to be in the third act. It wasn't just his ability that made Batman go, okay, this guy might be a good recruit. No, there's something else in there, and I won't spoil, okay? But every character, right, they're there for a reason. Aquaman, he was basically the cool dude, like, oh yeah, bro, my man, in the theatrical cut, right? Here, felt like an actual character who cares about the stake of the world, who actually cares about his people, And Batman, oh my god, Batman is done so right in this movie. Oh, Ben Affleck, I mean, at this point, I don't think he's coming back. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. He's in the Flash movie, I know that, but that's probably it, right? I just feel like he's so sick of it by now, the fans and the people that's behind the scene and stuff. I feel like he's just so over the shit, right? I just don't see Ben Affleck coming back for more Batman, which is a damn shame, right? A goddamn shame, because he's just so good. Right? You watch Batman v Superman. He's so fucking good in that movie. Best part in that movie, by far, right? And then you watch this movie. You watch the Zack Snyder cut, and you're like, Ben Affleck is such a good Batman. Such a good Bruce Wayne. And then how can I forget about Wonder Woman, man? Wonder Woman, it's just the definition of badass. You Google that word, badass, and you see Wonder Woman in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Oh my god, the action scenes, The action scenes with Wonder Woman in them, it just they're just so good. And her speed, the way that she blocks them bullets, and just the brutality of this character. I heard people complain about how she Wonder Woman kills in the movie. Listen, Wonder Woman in the comics, she never had that no kill rule, right? I just don't see why it's such a big problem, you know? I mean, if you look at Marvel, right? The Marvel movie, MCU, Captain America, like one of the most righteous superheroes on the big screen. He killed a lot of people. How many people has Captain America killed, right? Then of course, Superman returns and he got his cool black suit, and his face doesn't look all weird. And man, like just Henry Cavill, he is Superman to me. I don't care what people say, man. Henry Cavill is the best Superman, best live action Superman, and I am including Christopher Reeve. And I mean, no disrespect, right? I just think that this take on the character is just way more interesting. For some people who want Superman to be like really bright and really kid friendly, and there's another group of people who want Superman to be really dark, really evil, and injustice, and the evil version of Superman. And Henry Cavill, he's just somewhere in that middle ground. And I know it's really hard to please everyone when you're in that gray area, right? But that's why I love his Superman so much. He's not just one thing. And just the story as a whole, man, it just felt way more cohesive this time. There's no weird cut. There's no choppy editing. Everything that was in there felt like it needed to be there. Listen, if you don't like Zack Snyder's movies, if you don't like his style, this movie is not going to change anything. It's not going to like magically make you a Zack Snyder fan, okay? The really saturated color palette, right? The slow motion that got under a lot of people's skin. All of those stuff, all the Zack Snyder stuff is in here. This might be the most Zack Snyder movie that you're going to see. So if you don't like that stuff, it's not going to change your mind. This movie is not going to do that, right? Here's what I'm going to say. Filmmakers and directors, they have their own thing, right? They have their own style. If you're okay with Quentin Tarantino filming other people's feet, in every single one of his movie, if you're okay with Michael Bay blowing shit up in everything that he does, Zack Snyder should be allowed to do his own thing. You know what I mean? I don't care if you don't like it. I really don't. Right? If that's his style, he should be allowed to do it. If you just strip down all of those personalities, you know what you get? You get the Justice League movie. You know what I mean? If you don't let these filmmakers make their own movies, you get the theatrical cut of Justice League. Why are we complaining about filmmakers being themselves? This is a Zack Snyder movie. His name is in the title. Why are we complaining about the fact that it feels like a Zack Snyder movie? It makes no sense to me, right? You strip all of that down, you get the theatrical cut. And we all know how bad that movie was. I didn't hate it, right? But we all know how everyone else felt about that movie. And look how much better this version is. Look how much better Steppenwolf is as a villain. In the Joss Whedon's version, he was a pussy, right? Steppenwolf did nothing that scared me. He was not a good villain. He served his purpose. He was the antagonist of the movie, but that's it. He was just another big gray monster. And in this movie, Steppenwolf, pretty big, pretty gray, but he was intimidating. The design for him was, oh my god, is like infinitely better. His armor is incredible. That stuff is Oscar worthy, if you ask me. That armor that's like moving, like the armor is like breathing, right? And just the design of this character is just so much better in this movie, man. And he actually has a reason to be there, right? He has a goal. He's not just there to, oh, I'm gonna conquer the earth. No, he has a reason to do that. I literally could go on for hours, if not days, about this movie. I really love it, man. This is a big win. Listen, if you're a filmmaker, if you're an artist of some sort, this is a big win for you. I mean, obviously, if you're a DC fan, this is a big win for you, obviously. But if you're a movie fan, right? Movie fan, this is where it gets tricky. Movie fans, some people are still refusing to acknowledge that this movie, the fact that this movie, happened, is a big win for them too, right? Movie fans, listen to me. Make no mistake. The fact that this movie happens, I'm not talking about like if you like the movie or not. The fact that the Zack Snyder Justice League movie happened and it exists is a big win for movie fans. Why? Because a win for filmmakers is a win for film fans. When filmmakers get to make the movies that they want to make, film fans, you guys have a much richer selection of films. All of the movies you watch is gonna feel different, and it makes watching a movie that much more exciting. So that's all I gotta say about the Zack Snyder Justice League movie for now. I would definitely bring it up in the future, in future videos. I already have planned to rewatch it next week on Monday. This is a superhero movie for the ages. This is a superhero movie that has personalities. It took risks. It's beautiful to look at. It has an amazing score by Junkie XL. Beautifully acted, beautifully directed by Zack Snyder. And I just cannot wait to see it again, honestly. I mean, it is a 4 hours movie. It is a long 4 hours movie. But I love almost every second of it. I'm going to give Zack Snyder Justice League a 9 out of 10. Guys, you got a chance to watch Zack Snyder Justice League. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about it. Did you like it? Did you not like it? If you enjoy my review, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more reviews like this. With that being said, I'll see you soon.